Hey everyone. Today we're going to look at some of the key things the legendary investor Warren Buffett has said about gold over the years. He is famously not a fan of the precious metal, but he has made some interesting comments that give insight into his stance. Let's take a look. Number 1. Gold has two significant shortcomings. First up is a quote from Buffett's 2011 letter to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders. He wrote that gold has two big problems. It isn't useful for much, and it doesn't produce anything. As he put it, if you own 1 ounce of gold for an eternity, you will still own 1 ounce at its end. Clearly, he sees gold as an unproductive asset, but gold investors argue it has value as a safe haven in crises, not for industrial uses. And some point out gold has delivered good investment returns over time, despite what Buffett claims. Number 2. It won't do anything except look at you. In 2009, Buffett made a similar point about gold on CNBC. He basically said over the next 5 years, gold would just sit there doing nothing except looking pretty, whereas stocks like Coca-Cola and Wells Fargo would be making money hand over fist over the same period. His message is gold doesn't generate any cash flow or have a purpose like businesses do. But gold investors argue that he's missing the point. Gold's purpose isn't to generate cash flow, it's to store value and offer protection, especially in times of crisis. Number 3. Gold is a way of going long on fear. Buffett also frequently talks about how gold represents a bet on fear. On CNBC in 2011, he said, "Gold is a way of going long on fear, since people tend to buy it when they are worried about the economy or markets." And in his 2011 shareholder letter, he said, "Most people buy gold because they expect fear and uncertainty to grow in society." So Buffett views gold investors as total Debbie Downers. He thinks they're just gloomy forecasters wishing for disasters and crises. But it is true that in times of market turbulence, many investors do flock to safe haven assets. Gold has historically served that role. Has Buffett's stance changed? Despite his reputation, Buffett did buy some Barrick Gold shares in 2020 during the pandemic. But Berkshire sold its position after just a couple quarters. So while surprising, it seemed more like a short-term hedge than a real change of heart. After criticizing gold for decades, I doubt Buffett has done an about-face. We could see tactical gold moves from Berkshire during crises, but otherwise, Buffett likely remains anti-gold due to its lack of productivity. Let me know what you think. Does Buffett make fair points, or is he underestimating gold? Share your thoughts below.